This is week 2 update on the Charly upgrade. So this week I've been mostly just gathering parts and starting to put together the concept work or ideas, drawings for how stuff is going to go together. What has come in is I have my new speed sensor. So again, just a cheap hall sensor, which is going to replace the old reed one that was on the original speedometer on the bike. The other thing that I've done is I've decided that I don't like the switch and the original display that was in here. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that with a new little tiny 0.9 inch display. So this would be this guy. So that's an OLED display, and so I'm going to use that to display any critical stuff I want to keep an eye on while this thing's running. The other thing that I'm replacing is the original LED bar, and I'm going to put in an 8 or 4 segment LED display, and I'm going to use this for doing speed measurement or speed display. So that's kind of what we put onto a small little board, which is going to, be mounted to the back. I might have to enlarge the holes a little bit, but I'm not too really concerned about that. And then I got to figure out what to do about the top part here, which I'm thinking a small plexiglass plate to go across this, so I can still see the displays, but they'll be somewhat protected. The other thing that I've sort of been looking at is what to do about the main controller up in the head of in the headlight assembly that's going to be in here. And I decided that it's just easier to use one of the Ebelt kits. So this is made by Novaton, and unfortunately this is obsolete now. They just obsoleted this spring. But this is a 32-bit ARM processor, and unlike ST Micro, this kit or this processor is a lot simpler to configure, and yet you still get all the key features, like I2C, CAN, SPI, with all the bells and whistles. Now this is a really simple board. There's nothing on it except the crystal, both the RTC and the main clock crystal. There's a USB connector, so you can actually power this little board up. But other than that, it's just I/O pins. So that makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to do is going to put a carrier board that's going to have the high voltage DC switches on it, the smart high side switches to be able to turn the headlights on and off, and to do a horn if I want to power it from this side. There'll also be the throttle and the brake hall sensors that will go into this as well. And yeah, so this will just be easier just to do this and mount it to a sub board with those other items on it. So that's going to be kind of over the next week or two that I'm going to be working on this, and I still have to look at figuring out how to do the brake sensor in linear analog fashion, not a digital hall sensor base. So that's upcoming as well. Anyways, so that's it.